Good afternoon, Dungeon Dwellers. Welcome to Dungeon Next Door. Today is episode, 23?
Yes.
And on the last episode, or on the last session we had a dear player and character leave what was the six of spades, which is now the five of spades. Doesn't really give it a nice ring to it. We'll still call it six of spades. Take off it now. As he decided that he was going to go on his own personal journey, as the group came into town, they decided to do a couple things throughout the town. Get some new clothes for Niramour, get supplies for the group, and also, what else did you guys do? Created some armor and
Health potions.
Health potions as well. Where we left off was Angus leaving the group, and you guys decided that you guys were going to have a couple drinks and figure out what you guys are going to do next. Alright, so you guys are still having those drinks. Have you guys figured out what you guys are going to do next in the next morning?
I believe we were trying to either find Imina's father or asking her if she would like to.
Yeah, I think that we decided we were gonna go find my dad.
Make sure he's okay.
Alright. If I could have you guys, so you guys can, I guess I would say, warm up your dice. Have you guys make a constitution check for all the drinking you guys did that night.
I was not drinking.
You weren't drinking?
I might have had one, but that would have been it for me.
For the ones who were drinking, make a constitution check.
I'm a big motherfucker, Rude.
19.
You can't fuck up and catch an L.
I fucked up.
He fucked up and got an L.
15 plus 17?
17?
30, 20.
Dirty 20.
Literal lightweight.
Yeah.
I'm not short.
Yeah. So, as you guys all wake up the next morning, can you not open that?
What's the second one? I couldn't.
So as you guys all wake up in the morning, a lot of you guys kind of feeling like, oh, I drank a little bit too much, but I mean, I'm fine. Bhel, you wake up completely, you don't have an exhaustion point, but you wake up with not feeling so hot.
I am in the shape of what a cat would be under covers. You could imagine a cuddly kitten just snoozing away.
He's just a potato.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Do. Alright. Yeet.
Does anyone have a cape?
Cape?
Cape on?
I do.
Anyone else? Alright, Soter?
Yes.
You actually come back from your stasis, whatever you needed to be. In my head, I am cuddled up in my bed, sound asleep, like a cuddly kitten. I'm actually wrapped up in your cloak, whether it's on you or not, wherever that may be.
Probably behind me, so you're like You like swirled it up.
I have swaddled. I have swaddled myself.
No different dice.
And
Just
you can
sixes.
decide when you notice that or not.
I've noticed, but it's completely okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys get down to the end, or you guys get down the hall, turn in, and you just kind of see the tavern open up. And it seems like it's early in the morning where people are kind of like getting their first meal. Kind of like a lot of people are working in the town, so they might be grabbing a coffee, grabbing breakfast before they go off to their jobs. You have a tavern girl walk up to you guys and says, "Oh, what would you guys like to eat?" Not so loud.
This is like breakfast, right?
Yes.
Whatever your breakfast specials would be fine.
And she says, "For anyone else?"
Coffee and toast would be good.
Sound effects are brought to you by Sirenscape. Thank you, Sirenscape, for your awesome background ambiance. So she goes, "Alright, cool, I will get that right there for you." As she walks away, let's see.
Niramour, you're not gonna order anything? Do you guys have haggis?
No, but I think I can work something for you. And she says, "Alright, I'll be right back with all that." So she goes off with her plate in hand. She walks off over to other tables, helping busting stuff and everything. As that's happening, what is everyone's passive perception?
14.
11.
16. 10.
It's not bad.
It's average.
Nothing.
11?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's nothing. That's what it's at. It's like 8 or 10 plus your wisdom or something.
It's 10 plus your wisdom, Mom.
Alright, so as you guys are kind of like sitting there talking, you guys see a very small girl who kind of is a little bit shorter than Bhel, kind of walking by herself. You see her with a basket in her hand. From what you guys see, you kind of see the back of her, and you see what looks like wires or like cords and like, how would you explain it? Like rope, kind of all made into like a puffball wig. You see her kind of walking around. Cuilorea, you notice that she looks like Soter.
Huh. She just looks like Soter. Did Soter immediately notice? What was your perception?
I would have noticed, I would think.
You guys do notice this, but I think the added detail of her looking like Soter only Cuilorea sees.
When we were in the one town with all the other like machinery, and there were other people like him there too, right?
Yeah, there were a couple.
Okay. Just so I'm not completely taking the card, but she is a child.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I kind of am taken.
Yeah.
It does take you off guard because you've never seen a child size Warforge.
Soter. Do you remember when you were a child?
I don't believe I was ever that small.
Then why is she that small? It's a girl, right?
Yes.
She looks like she would be female.
Yes.
I'm sure that's how she was made. Perhaps her spirit is childlike also.
I don't think I'd go up to talk to the girl and see what.
Alright, so as you guys are kind of like looking over and kind of staring, are you guys looking at her or?
I am definitely looking at her. It's a little Warforged girl,
I
so I'm
probably
like,
turned around, looked, talked to Soter about it, and turned back around.
Alright. As that happens, you kind of hear the music kind of jump into a different beat, and she kind of sees you, Soter, staring at her, and she comes up to the table. And as you see her, you kind of see she's kind of built a little bit different than Soter. She has like her hair is made out of like she has hair that's kind of like a wig that is like made of like rope that's kind of bundled up into like this poofy afro with like balls at the end, you know, big puff balls. Her skin is a rose gold complexion, and she has like like blue eyes, and she's probably just a couple inches shorter than you, Bhel. And she looks at you guys, and she has flowers, and she says, would you like to buy these flowers that I made?
Yes, absolutely.
And she says, yes, they are 1 copper piece or 12 copper pieces for a dozen.
Aw.
How many does she have?
You can tell that she has like probably, it looks like she has about 24.
So 2 dozen.
I say, I have an idea. How about I buy all of your flowers for extra?
And she looks at you very surprised, and she says, I think that's wonderful, but I have to sell you these for exactly the price that they are for.
Can you take extra?
I'm not supposed to. You kind of see that she has this like kind of like look of like uncertainty, and she kind of like looks out towards the window, and outside the window you can kind of see that there's like a big figure that's kind of watching. You can kind of see like as she moves, you see him kind of like sitting and looking out the window or looking into the window. And she kind of looks back. She goes, I have to sell you them for exactly what they are worth.
And they're worth. And how many does she have?
Does she
Yes.
look like scared of taking more, like when she looks out the window at this man?
Make a insight check.
How many copies of gold again?
Where is insight?
It's an 18.
100. No, it's a.
You can tell that there is a deep concern.
So, is there a reason that we can't tip you?
And she says to you, Mr. Churchill believes that tipping people is frowned upon and we are beneath tipping.
Say that again.
I am also triggered.
You are beneath being tipped?
That's what he tells us.
Us. What do you mean us?
Well, Mr. Churchill says that we don't deserve to be tipped. That we do a simple job, and that is all that we are supposed to do. And that he will pay us what he believes that our wage is. So we take no more or no less, but what is the purchase of the product that we are selling.
What if instead of tipped, you see it as a gift?
Are you Mr. Churchill's servant? Slave?
You see her make a look of kind of like, she kind of cocks her head and she says, no, Mr. Churchill is like a father to us. He is fair and just.
I'm going to say I will let my friends discuss how they would like to buy these flowers. I would like to give this to you just because you exist. It is not for flowers. I just feel generous and want to give it to you. And I'm going to hand her 3 platinum pieces. And I'm going to walk out the door to talk to Mr. Churchill. And I'll let them have their moment before you got to me, if they're going to do anything else.
Is there anything that you guys would like to
Niramour's off the handles.
I'm gonna stop you before you do.
How does she react to giving her 3 platinum pieces? Like, does she understand the amount of currency that Niramour just gave her? Or is she like, I can't do this, like freaking out a little bit?
You can kind of tell that, like, she has both hands in the basket. So when she sees, when you see that she has, like, the hands in the basket, she's holding it, where do you put the platinum?
I'm just leaving it near her. Is she like near a table?
Yeah, she's at your table.
Yeah, so I was just gonna like slide it to her.
And she looks at it, and she looks at you, and she's like, she kind of puts the basket down, and you see that she pulls out ribbon and she starts tying it, you start seeing that she starts tying the ribbon on the flowers, kind of making them into a bouquet. As you guys look at the flowers, you can tell that the flowers are not real at all. These are
They're handmade. She said she made them.
Yeah.
yes. But yeah, you can
Do
tell
they
these
look like real flowers? Like, are they made into like roses or lilies or anything?
they're kind of, yeah, they're like a blue flower in the shape of, like, if you cross-pollinated a rose and a lily together. Kind of like it has the twirl of a rose, but it also branches out kind of like a lily.
I could care less about that flower.
I know.
I'm trying to
I got 2
be
questions.
patient.
Do I feel any sense of arcane or magic coming off of her build? Like, is she infused with magic with their mechanical parts?
I guess you would say as infused with magic as what Soter would be.
So it's not really.
Not
so
really.
it's
Not really.
Is Soter giving off, like, hostile vibes or something? Like, not towards
I have
her, but
stood
like,
up. I have
he's-
stood up.
You're getting a little antsy.
So
with
I
it.
don't know if you're still on my cape, but you may have flopped out.
Oh no! Yeah, we were sitting down.
I stood up.
Okay.
Second thing, does she? Is it more of a? What's it called? What's that? The gears and stuff. What's it called?
You asked her, like, straight up if she was enslaved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would have been like...
What's the aesthetic called? Gears.
Steampunk?
Is she more of a steampunk robot and not like him? Like, it's like spare parts and it's like Star Wars, the first movie type looking? Or does she look like very well built? Like
She looks very well built. Like,
Okay.
the way she looks compared to Soter is like, she looks like someone has, like, polished her and made sure she looks very high end and, like,
Okay, then once Niramour starts saying, I'll say, wait. We need to get more information about this, because this person might actually be able to help us with some of the things we need. And yes, this is obviously an issue with happening here, but this person is probably also dangerous if they're able to build multiple things.
Me,
like
Soter, and Niramour, like, I don't give a fuck if you can help us.
Self-preservation
Yeah.
at this point, like I have. Intent to kill at this moment.
Are you concerned with our
I am
well-being?
concerned with getting a lily. They're my mom's favorite flower. I
our
do want
well-being
one
as
of
well
those.
as this being. Can I quickly examine her to see? No, I can cast True Strike on her to see if I'm checking her defenses to see if she's possibly if she can be hostile, and if she has any.
Let me stop you.
Exploding.
Let me stop
abilities.
you. I see you preparing the spell or whatever, and I stand in front of her. She's a warforged. She's a person just like I am. She's not a weapon. She's just like you.
No, I'm saying if
person,
if we approach the individual
If
outside.
you come at her hostile, then she could be just as dangerous as you can, or another child, or another person.
Well, I wanted to see if she has control over that or not.
I think that's a conversation. That's not something to investigate on a person. I'm like,
Well, you would investigate a person to see if they might have like guns hidden or something, you know?
she's a child with flowers, and you want to.
I don't know, we've done worse to children.
I haven't done that.
Like, that one kid that was like, oh, we don't want your help, and you're like, fuck it, they can die.
Oh yeah.
That little
Yeah,
kid
I've
was
never
a
felt
dick.
that way. I would have helped that child, but nobody told me.
That little
Yeah.
kid was a dick. So
I hold back though.
We're the kobolds.
We're the what?
Yeah, we're the kobolds.
They are next to you guys. They're sitting at the table, but again, they are 3 kobolds in a jacket. So right now they're having that awkward moment of trying to figure out how to eat or how to sit. And as your food comes to the table,
Passing food down
the
My hand comes out of the milk.
yeah. So your food comes out, and she brings on like kind of like a big smorgasbord of food. The food that you guys requested with a little bit extra, and you can kind of tell the kobolds are kind of like taking food, and then it'll fake it and then pass it down. One might try to grab up. You can see it's a very secretive, chaotic mess. And
Secretive chaotic mess.
as the waitress kind of walks by, she kind of pats the little warforged on her head. She goes, "Oh, good morning, Rose. Doing your daily runs?" And she says, and she kind of like has this look, and she goes, "Yes, Mr. Churchill said that we should sell flowers today. I should definitely get to another table." And then she looks at the waitress and says, "Would you have change for 3 platinum?" And the waitress kind of looks at her and just goes,
I'm gonna intervene and be like, oh, she doesn't, I don't think she needs change for 3. They were just given to her as a gift.
and
And I look at the little girl and I'm like, if it makes you uncomfortable, then you can, but Niramour was pretty insistent on giving that to you.
and you can kind of tell that she becomes more adamant and says, "You have to give me exact change." And
Like,
what's the exact change? Would it like be 24 copper?
24 copper.
I give the child 24 copper and ask, "Where is Mr. Churchill?"
And
I'm dead if I got to.
she
Literally.
she looks at you,
Is he a plant?
and she looks at you and says, Mr. Churchill is, and you kind of like, she has this like look of like, kind of like lost in connection of like, where is Mr. Churchill? She goes, he's not here. He is out.
Wait, who is the big guy standing outside then?
I'm gonna
I
find
don't
that
know. You
out.
got to go find out who the big guy is.
I'm on my way.
Alright, so what are y'all doing next?
I'm letting Niramour.
Niramour was already gone.
Yeah, and
I'm not there.
I'm not leaving Rose.
Alright.
She gave us the
Yeah,
flowers.
she gave us the flowers. She has the
I'm sorting through them for
24
like
copper.
the prettiest ones. I'm like, I like this one. This one's really good too.
Alright.
You put all 24 in the good pile.
Well,
I would have.
I halted you before you left, so if we want to go together, we can. You can lead.
So you go outside.
Yes.
As you go outside, you see a very heavy-set regal man, kind of wearing kind of wearing a cape, like a red cape, very poofy pants, he kind of looks like
MC Hammer.
no, I was gonna say the dude from Hunchback of Notre Dame,
I was about to say that.
fat dude,
Yeah.
if that's the right movie.
I think it was.
He literally looks like that dude. And he's just kind of like, he kind of looks like that mixed with like some like old colonial man, like southern colonial man. And you can kind of see him kind of like puffing out of a pipe as he looks out the window, and he's looking into the window, and he looks over and he goes, "Why, yes."
Hi.
Hey, motherfucker, it's your destiny.
And he just goes, "Do you need something?"
Do you? Why were you watching our table?
I'm not giving no mind to your table, but the things that come to your table are the importance to me.
The haggis?
I'm fucking dead.
Goodbye.
Yes, the haggis is so important to me. I've never seen a delectable dish like that. Where do you get this haggis? No, I'm not talking about the haggis. Do you want to answer that, or do you want to answer that question again?
Well, you said the things, so I'm a little confused.
Yes, the things that come to your table. The product that has come to your table.
I am just a little concerned about why this literal child seems scared to do her job.
And he looks at you and says, "You said you are concerned?"
Yes.
I think that is really none of your business.
Oh,
To be honest.
78 damage.
He looks at you and goes, "I really don't think that is none of your business. So I think what you should do is go back to your haggis before it gets cold and allow me to do what I do in my city and my town and take care of my work and my product."
I should allow you to continue mistreating and instilling fear into people for literally no reason.
He kind of has a sigh of,
Niramour is coming off as so aggressive right now.
he looks at you and goes, "I can tell that you are being very hostile on things that you do not know, nor do you understand. So I suggest that it would be a good time for you to go back to your haggis before it gets cold. I need you to roll a wisdom save."
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Fuck with me.
Oh shit.
So as this happens, you kind of feel that his words kind of...
As that's failing, I'm gonna be like, or what?
Literal chills. Literal chills,
And-
guys.
He looks at you and goes, it looks like we have someone who's a little more strong of will. And you hear him scream, like you kind of see him kind of like ruffle up his, I guess you would say his blouse. And he falls upon himself and he screams, "Gods!" as he makes this huge display. And he just throws himself like, "Oh, gods! Gods! Help! Gods! This woman is attacking me!"
Red card.
I've been like
Do we hear this from
watching
inside the
through
tower?
the window.
Yeah,
Like
so
I've been watching them
Literally
argue
not
through the
touching
window
him.
while
There's
I'm
no
like
blood.
No
Red
charge.
looking at the flowers.
Uh-huh.
And when he throws himself down, I'm gonna like drop the flowers and like run outside.
I'm gonna.
So did we hear him scream?
Yes.
Oh, everybody heard
Yes,
him.
everyone hears him. And as that's
This
happening,
is so unbelievable because Niramour cannot fight melee worth a shit. Everyone in the group knows she's a magic user, so the fact that she would lay hands on someone is like what? She would like firebolt this bitch. He'd be burnt with
I'm gonna
instead.
light this bitch.
and you see as he like casts himself upon the ground, and he just kind of sits there in like a very like over dramatic way. You can see the tears are like starting to well up in his eyes. And he just looks so distraught, like instantly from like very cool, calm, and collected to like a completely different character. You see two guards walk up to you, and you see two guards walk up to you, and this man's on the floor, and he goes, "This woman has laid her hands upon me and has cast that evil voodoo that they do in the cities." And he says, "Arrest this woman, for she is a witch."
I'm like unfazed looking at the guards like, y'all can see there's not a scratch on this man. I've just been talking. I haven't even moved my hands. He's throwing a fit because his magic didn't work on me.
Oh
And
shit.
as that happens, what are you guys doing?
Amina ran out.
Yeah, I just
Amina's
ran.
running out.
I'm probably going outside to see what's over there.
Then I don't know if I want to conflict. Well, I'll hold my position. I'm staying with Rose for right now. And I ask, is that Mr. Churchill?
And she says, "Yes, that is Mr. Churchill."
Oh dear. I will stay with you.
And she looks at you and says, "That is fine. I am okay. I should probably go to Mr. Churchill's aid." And
Somebody thought to need to.
you see, as the guards come up to you, the guards kind of look at Mr. Churchill, and they look at you, and they say,
Imina might already be out there.
so Imina,
Should be.
you see, as you walk out, and you see this man going, "She used her magic! She's a witch!" And you see, as these guards kind of go, they kind of nod their head, and they both go for your arm, and they say, "Ma'am, you have to come with us."
Okay, I'm outside too, right? Are we all outside here?
Yeah, I'm gonna step in front of the guards and ask them, what's her crime?
Her crimes are for assaulting Mr. Churchill.
Which didn't happen.
And where's the proof that she assaulted him? I've been watching this entire transaction take place from the window where that table is over there. And I point to the table.
And she they look at you and says, based off what Mr. Churchill has said, we will have to do a deep investigation, but for now we have to arrest her, and she will be in jail.
Based off what I said, I didn't use magic and he did. So why aren't you investigating him?
And they look at you and they said, that is your word against him. We are going with his word. We know him, so you're going to be under arrest. So please come with us.
Are they human?
Yes, they are human.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, so I know humans pride themselves on money a lot, so how much money are we talking to get her out of these chains?
You can come down to the...
No, I mean, how tall are they? Am I towering over them? Am I scaring them just a little
How
bit?
tall are you?
I am
Like
7'10".
That's big.
7'10".
You are towering over them about a foot and 10 inches.
About a foot and 10 inches. Holy fuck. I'm literally like, I'm gonna be like, so, I mean, for you guys to walk away from this. She didn't do anything, but it's kind of embarrassing to take someone into custody that didn't do anything.
Are you trying to persuade or intimidate or?
Probably persuade.
Uh,
I can
Why
flash.
don't you check your stats?
roll.
Oh my god. I don't think I'm intimidating at all, to be
Before you
honest.
do either one.
I mean, persuasion is something different, so.
+0 to both of them, to be honest.
Okay, cool.
I
Roll
can,
that persuasion.
roll that bean damage. That's a nat.
Oh,
Can I? That's
baby
a nat 1.
doll.
Can I like?
You're gonna get arrested. You just got yourself arrested.
Hey, don't give me any ideas.
Okay, sorry.
I might just moonbeam these motherfuckers. Can I like flash a platinum piece at them?
Yes, you certainly can try.
Okay. And I'm like, we're pretty higher up on the chain. Probably higher than him. Even though you know him, we got big pockets.
And as they look at you, they look at each other, and as they're like holding on to Niramour, and one of them looks at you and goes, "Are you trying to bribe us?"
Bribe? No, unless it's working. Who do you work for again?
You work for the town. Now I think you're trying to bribe us.
Bhel here works for what is it, Bhel? This like the major kingdom city, the queen or something like that. I don't know.
Fuck the queen.
Dude.
Fuck the queen.
Fuck the queen.
I just repeat that.
Just repeat that.
And
There's no reason for anyone to be hostile with Niramour. She obviously hasn't done anything.
and that's clearly not the case. We know by this man's word that she has done something, and we will figure that out and investigate it. But for now, if you continue to interrupt this investigation, you can come along with us and be under arrest as well.
I'm pretty sure per the law you're not supposed to take anyone into hostages without any witnesses. I don't see any witnesses around except Imina, who said she did nothing wrong, and me, who says she did nothing wrong.
I don't think you are from this town, so you do not know our
Obviously
laws.
not, so your laws are fucking bullshit, so please let my friend go.
So as that happens,
Cuffs.
you have one of them who looks at you, and let's see.
Silently sending messages to my angel dad to come smite these bitches.
He says to you, either you step down or you are coming with us.
I mean, I'm not good at playing the bad bitch. Please help.
I am going to.
You should have taken a turn first.
I'm already like in front of them, but just slightly to the side because Cuilorea is there. And like just watching her interact with the guards and then them not being phased whatsoever. So I'm. I just got know your enemy. So, has it been about a minute that we've all been standing here
Absolutely.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uh-oh.
With that,
Chelsey playing D&D.
Should have taken dimensional door, Robbie.
Not like.
Put them all to a different plane.
If I spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, I can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to my own. The DM tells me if the creature is my equal, superior, or inferior in regard to 2 of the following characteristics of my choice. So I'm going to go with... AC and strength, I guess. I just want to...
What is your AC?
18.
Inferior?
Okay.
Strength?
My strength is also 18.
Inferior.
Cool. I am going to...
Are these the guards that she's checking out? The policemen or whatever? 5-0?
After knowing that, I've kind of sized them up while Cuilorea is talking to them. Just like, look at her, look at them. And her, like, we could so take them. I'm going to reach out and grab Niramour's wrist and look at them and say, I don't think it would be a wise decision for you to unjustly arrest someone who did nothing today. And I would like to attempt to intimidate them with that statement as I am shooting daggers into their eyes.
Alright, make an intimidation check.
That's a 21.
She is scary.
I'm not scary, but Imina is.
I got them.
As
I'm
you are like kind of holding on to her wrist, and you are, I'll tell you,
I am like 6'1", 6 foot.
and you are kind of like eye to eye at this man. You can tell that he's unfazed, but make a insight check.
Oh, is this man doing voodoo on them?
That's cocked. That didn't land right. Worse. Alright. I don't have any modifiers for it. It's a 3.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
That's not.
My mod for insight's 0 and I rolled a 3.
My insight is +4, so.
You look at
My
this
persuasion
man
+6.
as you're like
+7.
looking at this like person in the helmet, and you're just looking at him. There's not even a muscle twitch. He is just looking at you and says, choose your next action wisely, or you will be going down with her, and I will bring all of the rest of them. And you see the other one kind of like blow a whistle, and they look at you and says, definitely make your next choice your best choice.
I'll walk over to Churchill and I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Let me help you up.
And he looks at you and he looks how small you are, and he just goes,
I already got that in there, that's fine.
he just kind of like swats you away, and he's just like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And I say, okay. I hand him one of these spheres and say, here, Rose, drop this. This might be an important piece to her complex mechanism that was quite impressive.
He make a persuasion and or deception.
Oh, 18.
18.
It's 20 small, probably. It would be a normal human size, probably about this small.
Alright.
It's a spear that has, it's like chromatic, pretty close to what Rose was looking like.
He takes it and he goes, I haven't done a lot of work with Rose, and I've never seen something like this.
Did you poop it out?
Possibly as a part of her joints. She seemed to, her arm appeared to have been not operating as intended.
And you
You should probably watch your products more closely.
you see him look at you, and he says, he says to you, he goes, if I find out that you guys have done something to her, it will be more than just the city guard. And he gets himself up and he walks away into the tavern, kind of like brushing himself off. And he looks at the guards and goes, take them away. And he kind of walks into the tavern. And as that happens, what would you like to do?
Great. Okay. So they just told me to make my next move very carefully. I haven't let go of Niramour's arm.
Mm-hmm.
I have it with my left hand, and
Churchill.
I'm going to look Niramour in the eyes. I'm going to say, don't worry, I'll be very careful. And then I'm going to pull my battle axe out and boot kick the one right in front of me. And then attempt to swing around and chop the arm off the other guy.
Oh my.
Alright. Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh my.
This bitch turning invisible. I'm scared.
Cuilorea said no.
That's not what I meant by handle it, please.
There's just two humans.
Don't worry, that's going to come up. That's not how I meant to handle it. Yikes. She said, this is not how I meant to handle it. And I said, don't worry, that'll come up.
Can you? Oh my god, he still has McDonald's.
This is how I meant to handle it. This is how I meant to handle it.
This is us right now.
How do you open these?
Alright.
This is us right now.
Can't we just settle this over a pint? Alright then. Come on!
This is us right now.
Alright, so 12. Alright, so 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
Me.
What'd you get?
18.
17.
Alright, so we have Imina,
Yeah.
Soter. What'd you get?
Did you get it?
Higher than you.
15.
15.
Sure.
And
1 point higher than you. Yeah.
Niramour. Alright, and then we're gonna have. And then what did you two get?
11.
Alright.
That is the highest initiative I have ever rolled.
Good job, Soter. Probably the highest initiative Niramour's roll too. She usually rolls like a 2, 3.
Alright, so you wanted to go ahead and do that thing that you were doing.
So the first thing I'm going to do, the first action, is that I'm going to boot kick the guy in the chest that's directly in front of me.
Roll for the attack.
Boot kick.
Do I add anything to that?
Strength, or whichever one's higher, strength or dex plus your
That's gonna be
proficiency.
strength.
This and this.
Yeah.
I don't think it would add a proficiency bonus for a kick. No.
So
Because I'm a
Unless
fighter.
you're good
It's a
at
melee.
unarmed.
Yeah.
Unless you're good at well, it's unarmed.
I think fighters automatically are.
I don't know.
No, I think everyone is. There's like
they're-
Automatically proficient in unarmed combat.
yeah.
Well, my
It's
thing
gonna be-
is Battle Master, so.
So basically, roll attack, add your strength. I don't think you're proficient in it because you're not a monk. Monks are usually the ones who are proficient at unarmed attacks. So just add your strength.
Yeah, you're
It
proficient.
used to be
All
me.
right, then add your proficiency.
So
Yeah, unarmed strike. Punch,
That's a
kick,
15.
headbutt, somewhere force.
That misses.
Oh shit, these guards are.
So what happens is when you go for the attack,
This is scary. Or should I say homophobic?
when you go for that attack, you go for a good kick, and it's a strong kick. But you can see that when you connect with that kick, it doesn't budge the guard. And what he actually ends up doing is kind of like swatting away your boot off his like midsection as it happens. Like he kicks, and then it kind of like pushes away real quick. You had a bonus action.
yeah, I have an extra attack. I'm
Hit him with
gonna
the other move.
I'm gonna use since I like grabbed my axe from
Uh-huh.
the back. I'm going to swing that at the arm that he has holding Mira.
All right, roll for an attack.
Cap with the tail.
Did Rose come out and try to help his Churchill?
Rose and I are still in the bar.
Because I know she was like, I need to go help Mr. Churchill. And you're like, maybe not.
Pretty much.
Okay. So you said this would be a battle axe?
Yes.
But then he
Okay.
came in.
Um,
So he's in the bar with us.
Yeah, he's stepped in.
Oh. Hell yeah.
man, I'm really sucking today. It's a 12.
It is a 12. So as that
I
happens,
feel like she should get advantage.
I was
Gotta
going to
chop a
suggest a
man's
surprise
arm off.
attack, but
While they're
not really
holding
a
a
surprise
hostage.
attack, just because he was he's looking right at her.
I mean, did they roll to grapple Niramour?
She's not really grappled.
Ooh, can I use my precision attack to use a superiority die to add it to the roll?
Sure.
Yippers.
Yeah.
What's a d8? Is this a d8?
Yes.
Yep, that's a D8.
I'm into this guy.
2 triangles, butt to butt.
Never mind, didn't work.
Just didn't work.
I'm sorry.
She's really trying today. She's not doing anything.
So, as that happens, you kind of go for this attack. You swing wildly. After kind of kicking, you pull out and you kind of just clean right off the chainmail of his armor, and it just kind of like it hits the armor, but it just doesn't really like penetrate, and it just whisks right past him. And you look at him as he just goes, "Wrong choice, lassie." Soter. Or do you have anything else?
Mm.
Soter.
I hold my action. Churchill's in the bar next to.
Let's go ahead and map this out. So we have. Let's remove these walls so
That'd be great. Yeah.
people on the other side can see.
Okay.
Alright. So you have her. And then you have these 2 people next to her. Well, actually, bring it back over here and over here. Let's see. We have Imina from the way you made that scene. You are right here. Actually, we'll make it easier. see. Who else is out
I think
there?
Cuilorea went outside arguing with him.
Everyone's out there besides Soter.
Soder's like, I'm just gonna stay here with the kid. Sounds like a good idea, actually.
Alright, Gloria, where do you want to be?
I'm probably a few steps. I'm probably like adjacent to Imina and one step away from Niramour. No, over. Back one. Yeah. Probably there.
Alright, and Bhel?
By the door where Churchill went in.
We'll see.
Chelsey, I got you next door.
Okay. Oh, I got her too.
You just need to grab him. Are you playing?
Alright.
Look at me.
It just like specifically says if it's a plant or plant creature, it takes maximum damage on there.
Alright, so you hold your turn?
Yes, I'm holding it. And if oh boy makes a move at me or tries to snatch up Rose, he's gonna get a swift elbow to the mouth, something like that.
Alright.
Makes some moves.
Give him the old
Niramour.
injection.
I'm going to Misty Step as far diagonally this way as possible.
How many?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then the one that was holding me, I'm casting Lightning Bolt on him. He needs to make a dex save.
So you're attacking who?
The one who was holding my arm.
Who was holding what?
My arm.
Both of them were.
Well, then I'm attacking the one that said wrong choice to Imina.
Alright.
Thunderbolt? Is that a line?
It is. It's a 5
does.
foot wide.
You can hit both of them.
No, she
No,
can't. Because it's only 5
They're
feet.
spaced apart. It is 100 feet long, so might catch the cabin on fire. I'm not worried about that though, at this moment in time. Hey, alright. Did pretty good on that. Did they fail the dex save?
Yep.
Alright, that's 32 points of lightning damage.
Describe how you kill this man.
Nice.
The
She just killed
second that he says wrong choice, and I know that we're going into battle because they've obviously become hostile. I'm not about to let him come for Imina, and I'm teleporting out and I'm casting this directly into his chest while staring at the other guy and saying, I think the wrong choice was on your part.
That's violent and rude.
So, as you cast this lightning bolt upon this man, you leave him like Goku and Piccolo special beam cannons. You leave him with a gaping wound in this man's chest, and he collapses
We're gonna be in big trouble now.
I'm definitely
in
using
front
magic.
of all of the town.
Oh my god.
You hear
Oh my god.
the people who were once in the tavern scream. You hear one person goes, "That was Chuck! Chuck! You killed Chuck!" And like you see
Whatever, Chuck was
the
an asshole.
waitress. You see the waitress. She comes out and she's sitting there like screaming, like hollering. Blood,
Husband.
blood curdle. She's like, "That was my husband!"
Oh, Jesus.
Fudge
And
sickles.
you look at Churchill, and Churchill kind of has this like he has that meme like neckbeard look of like making the smile with his hat and just kind of smiling like he said choose. He tells you he said choose your next action wisely. I don't think that was so wise.
If there was not a turn order as he was saying that and popping off, I would absolutely be casting Blight on him.
Oh, is that your bonus action?
No, I've used my action and my bonus action. I'm assuming we're still in some kind of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your bonus action?
No, her
Misty Step was my bonus action.
then
bonus
the
action.
lightning.
Alright, so
This is the guard
since
song.
one guard is down,
This is the guard song that died.
that's
My boy, Chuck.
you see the other guard. Ooh.
Lightning bolt. It was self-defense. Trying to take me away from something I didn't do. I'm gonna do something. It's gonna put me in jail.
So you see the other guard. Let's see. You see him as like all that happens. He kind of like looks back to where you were, looks to where you are now, looking at Chuck, and you see. Let's see.
I thought you said chalk. It's Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuck,
I
like
also heard
Charles.
Chalk the first time.
Charles Chuck.
He was born Charles, but his friends called him Chuck.
Chuck. Killed Chuck, my guy.
He was yeeted.
Ethan is out of here.
Will these kobolds be going last?
Oh yeah, what's up with the kobolds? Are they just in the?
Or they could just be hiding and want no part of killing policemen type deal.
So, as that happens, you see as the guard that is next, he kind of looks, and you see that, like, you kind of see him just, like, look frantically, like, where she was, where Chuck is, back to her, and you see him, and, like, as that's happening, Imina, you are watching as, like, blood is kind of, like, pouring out of this guy's eyes and ears, and he just drops down to the ground.
The second guard?
The second guard, he just kind of goes, and he just goes faster. You can see him panicking, and then you just see at like one moment his eyes just get really wide, and he just drops.
Some straight get out type shit. What's going on?
I don't think we did that one. That one wasn't us.
Niramour probably thinks she did it. Somehow. She probably thinks her dad came down and spited her or
And
something.
Scare you to
And
death.
as that happens,
Literally.
you watch the crowd.
Oh boy, it's a setup. Y'all are.
You watch the crowd, and they look at you, and they're just like, Michael too?
Yeah, the
And
crowd
he's- like, you're
thinks we're killing these people.
like, she killed Chuck and
Did you go
Michael!
outside yet?
No, I'm still inside. I don't even know that y'all are out
You
there.
heard of.
I mean, you definitely would know that there was a lightning bolt cast through
Yeah,
I heard-
you can
Just the people screaming?
like you can see the cackling of air, just like it goes bluish white for a second in the window.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen that light. So in my head, my crew's outside fighting, but I'm in here with Churchill and Rose, so I'm more focused on what the hell's going on. I ain't worried about my crew. I know they can take care of themselves. So
All right. So at that point, you see. Let's see. Gino. You see as Churchill kind of walks in and he says, "Now, Rose, this isn't your fault. Don't believe that it is. Some people do the wrong thing and make the wrong choices. We all understand that."
I would be popping off at this gaslighting manipulative motherfucker on some chairs don't you fucking listen to him, Rose. I would be losing my mind.
And he says,
Wait, Soter, did you try to follow him out, or did you have to, since he took Rose, did you attack
he hasn't taken her. He's talking to her.
no. So he says to her, he says, some people have made poor choices, and you see what happens when people make poor choices. And he says, "But I have taught you well, and we make the best choices. Isn't that right?" And he nods to her.
Oh my God.
And he says, "Now
Grooming
let's."
her.
And he looks at her and he goes, "Now let's go home."
So I gently put my hand on Rose's shoulder and lean down and ask, "Are you sure you want to go with this man? Are you afraid?"
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
You look at this girl and she says to you, "I must go."
I tell her, you have a choice, and you also have to make the right decisions. If you don't want to go, I will protect you.
And you hear
I'm sure I'm pissing old boy off.
you hear Mr. Churchill says, he has this like smile of like, "Well, oh, ain't that sweet? But I think we have all that taken care of. Now, Rose, let's go home." And she looks at you and she says, "Sir, I have to go home." And you kind of see as she's like looking at you and she's kind of like walking backwards and she starts turning away and she starts walking towards him. Let's see. Cuilorea.
Oh. I've been trying to figure it out this entire time.
That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do either.
I am going to. I'm deciding to like 7 things to do, but I cannot figure out which one I want to do. So, how many other guards are there around us
Currently only 2.
that are alive or dead?
Well, 2 that are dead. The other ones haven't came yet. This is all still 6 seconds, so this all happened in 6 seconds, and
So I don't really have to do that, I guess. I should have taken some more. And old dude isn't out here yet,
No, he's in the bar.
he's in the bar.
and they're both dead, like dead.
Oh yeah, they're both dead. Like, souls have left the body
And
dead.
and the
And he's used at least 2 of his spells.
and the people have seen this. That's my concern. Like the town people have seen us
Yeah.
murder 2 guards.
Pretty much there were...
Not us. Her.
Yes,
Niramour.
they are connecting everything to her.
Yeah.
Churchill has said, "Hey, this woman has attacked me. She's used her magic," and then she uses her magic to attack a guard. Then the other guard becomes so frantic that he just dies. He collapses. So they're looking at her like, "Oh God, she can do other magic that makes a man die." So she's probably like killed him from a heart attack. And everyone else is looking at them like, "You've killed the authority."
Yeah.
I really don't know. Can I? So if I hold my turn, can I wait to go last? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you guys have to.
You
say
can
what
hold
you're
your
waiting for.
turn. Is there something that you're waiting for? Like, you're holding your action till what are you waiting for to happen?
If I see him come outside and start just walking some other way, well, I mean, there's several things that could happen. Like, if I get attacked, like, obviously I want to, like, fight back. Or if, like, Niramour or Imina gets attacked, stuff like that. But if he kind of, like, comes outside, walks away, I want to turn invisible and follow him. But also another thing is if the villagers get too rowdy, I wanted to turn into a war horse and scoop up everyone and gallop the fuck out of there. Because they can carry hella weight. And I think y'all are... I don't know how much I'll weigh, but... Like a light load for a warhorse is 300 to 600 pounds or something.
That's just me by myself.
I'm
300.
250 pounds.
Yeah.
Fuck
You
y'all
hear me?
heavy ass bitches.
You hear
I
me,
hear
Niramour?
Bhel and Niramour. But yeah, I don't really know what I would do in this situation because they're both dead. Imina just tried to cut their arms off. Niramour's fucking pissed. Old guy went inside. Yeah, I guess I'll just hold my action. Do I have to say until
Yeah.
something?
Until
It's a you're gonna cause a trigger. At some
yeah,
point.
once the trigger
Or you
happens,
can
I
just-
will
So,
at
like-
least.
Until someone else attacks someone.
Or until
Yeah.
he comes outside.
As long as
That'll be happening.
you hold
If I see
your
him, I'm killing him.
you hold your action until the trigger happens.
I don't really know what to do. I guess I'll just hold my action until he comes outside.
All right.
Bhel.
Well,
Hey, can I move away too? Can I use my movement real quick? I'm gonna back up that way.
back up this
Yeah,
way.
I'm gonna like a little bit that way.
Trying to
No, it's not that. Just one space forward, I guess.
distance ourselves from the dead bodies.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
These men are dead in front of you.
Great. I'm the only one standing next to the dead guys.
What do you say for your crimes?
As far as fuck away.
I walk up to Niramour and I yell, "You're coming with me, witch!" And I grab her. I say, "Trust me, don't fucking move. Don't do anything." Or no, I say, I grab you like that. I say, "Just stay close to Cuilorea." And you turn invisible.
You've turned her
You turned
invisible.
me invisible?
And I go, the witch has disappeared! And I just start walking back to the tavern. Like Dwight. I'll get it.
All right.
I'm fucking dead.
You got a
I'll get it.
thing to put on it?
Oh yeah, I have those.
Put that thing on her.
You would recognize this as greater invisibility.
If I cast a spell, will I become invisible? Because I still want
I don't want to tell you the answer to that. It's not what
When
he
I
said.
cast a spell, I become
Is this greater
invisible.
invisibility?
It's not based on your concentration.
I assumed that. That's
Oh, that's OP.
Just know that I urged you to just follow Cuilorea. And I had
if
a
they can't see me, they don't know what's happening. That's even more advantage. Don't fuck him up. They'll be like, he just fucking died. Don't fuck with her.
All right, Imina.
Why would she follow me? What the fuck?
Pause. I'm going to give you guys a small recap of what just happened. Are you guys ready for the small recap of what just happened?
Yes, please.
So, a girl walks in with flowers in hand and sells flowers. You guys want to give her more?
I want one of those lilies.
You guys want to give her more money than what the product is worth. She tells you that she cannot accept that money. As you guys notice that she seems a little on edge. And as you guys look, you see a man that is watching her through the window. Niramour goes outside and sees that a man approaches her. She tells him, "What are you doing?" He says, "Mind your business." From that moment, he can tell that she's getting hostile. He tries to cast suggestion onto her. It does not work. He sees that it does not work and says that she is of strong mind. As he sees that she is of strong mind, he makes a scene. He decides to throw himself upon the ground, dirty his very clean linen that he wears, and cause a scene, basically making it seem like he is the one who is the person of
The victim.
He likes
The victim.
he's being the victim. The guards come, they see that he is the victim, and decide that she is the one who's going to be taking. From that point, you guys start to argue with the authority, the guards, and at one point, kick one in the chest and try to lop his arm off. From there, Niramour misty steps after they asked, make the right choice, misty steps away and puts a giant gaping hole into this man's chest, killing him instantly. As that happens, the whole town pretty much has seen the actions that you've made in their own, like, in their own front yard, basically. This is like in the most populated part of the town where everyone kind of shops and does their thing. You have killed a man in the middle of the streets.
Killed two men.
You've not killed a man in the middle. Oh, we haven't got that.
Oh.
You've not killed a man, not just any man, a man who wears the badge, a man who upholds the law in the middle of the streets. After you kill him, you look at the other man. He looks so distraught and panicked, it kills him instantly. Everyone has again seen this man drop dead.
Niramour before this, I'm being a better person. Niramour now, fuck that bullshit.
So,
I always protect those who cannot protect themselves.
So, as you killed these, or in their eyes, have killed these two people, we are going to start at the beginning of the round. Alright? Imina.
A little scared. He recapped that for a reason.
In front of you lies a man who is collapsed, with smoke still kind of fuming from his body. A very nasty, disgusting smell of a rotting corpse.
Look, buddy.
Who is that?
Who's where?
That.
That is the person who works at the tavern, the person who was giving you your food.
Great.
Chuck's wife.
Chuck's wife. Charles.
That's Chuck's wife. Damn, Chuck. Well, did you say you had movement? Like you moved away from where she was after she turned invisible?
Yeah.
So where are you now?
Just like maybe 5 or 10 feet from her.
Like 5 feet. He's 5 feet one.
Okay. My speed's 30. Are you visible?
Yeah, you can see me. I don't know what to do. I'm probably like sitting there like, it's kind of
Okay.
bad. I'm kind of socially awkward. This is
I'm
not
going
good.
to, as quickly as I can, make it to Cuilorea, and I'm gonna go. We gotta go now. Everyone needs to go, and I pass her for like the rest of my 30 feet, just as far as I can go. Like I'm like, we gotta go. And I don't know whether you're going. I hope you go. Literally, I'm like, we gotta go.
This bitch done made a scene.
That ain't your turn.
Yep.
So,
Definitely not gonna try to kill people anymore.
We can take on the
Rose
whole
hasn't
town.
moved. Oh, Rose has moved.
I'm
He
actually a
hasn't moved.
barbarian.
I'm scared. Cuilorea is like, what the fuck is that?
Everyone's like, I will kill every person.
Put
You don't
me-
fucking come for me.
I just use my movement.
And then we're gonna take Rose and
Get
put
as
her to
close
the
as
door
I
from
can
knee-high
to
so that
church
she
her.
has a nice help.
do what?
Wait. No. No, because this dude, he will
Just hold her there with
he'll
Rose,
carry
just
me also. I'll go up to him and be like, oh God, the Warforged is killing me. So I'm not. I go outside. If I go 30 feet, can I? No, I don't want to. I'm not moving. Skip me. I'm not moving. I need to see what Rose does with Churchill.
Alright. Niramour.
He's in the tavern, right?
He is in the tavern.
Those holes aren't actually there.
No, that's a door. What you would see.
Fireball in the tavern.
If you do that, you're killing the woman. You know what? You certainly can try.
I mean, lightning bolt catches anything flammable within the 100 foot on fire. So it's quite possible the tavern's already on fire.
Murder hobo shit.
If you kill, that means
We can say that didn't happen. It wasn't my goal to set it on fire. I don't know if it has to go 100.
So did she punch a hole through the whole thing and almost killed Rose? Almost killed.
We can pretend I didn't tell you that. Can I see him?
Can you see who?
Fuck boy. What's his name? Winston
Mr.
Churchill.
That's what I called
He
him.
was not saying fuck
The
boy.
door is shut.
This whole interaction is like the whole time my brain just keeps going, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, and I'm just like, what am I doing?
We
What am I
just-
doing, guys?
We just became the villain.
What do you mean? They think I'm a villain. I'm not. I know who I am in my own heart. I don't give a fuck about this town.
This is gonna be
That
I care
sounds
about
like
this
something a
little
villain would say.
child
Right
in
there,
there.
bad guy and everything sees the bad guy.
This is Thanos right here.
Thanos always thought he was doing the right thing.
Well, he was also a simp and was
We're-
doing it for a girl.
Yeah.
She's
Biggest
doing it
hero
for a girl.
Child.
Literally, if that child watches you kill the person that raised her, she's not gonna be happy. She's not gonna be like, thank
Yeah, I
you
mean,
for
that's-
He's not
saving
gonna
me.
see it now. I'm invisible. I can just suck all the water out of his skin and drown him in the air.
I'm not the hero Gotham deserves. I'm the villain they need.
Alright, what is your choice? What are you doing?
Apparently sucking all the water out of his skin.
This is very
Also,
hard because
in
I
front of
don't
the
know
door
because I
is-
feel like I'm in a rage. I
Is
feel
it
like
dead
a true
body?
barbarian.
No, in front of the door is the waitress.
Like,
Oh. So if the door opens, she'll see it just.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not like if she tries to do something, you also have to go through her.
I'm going to walk toward Cuilorea as Bhel said, and I'm going to send him a message saying we come back for the girl.
I tell you,
You're telling me.
I have a way for that to happen.
Alright. So, as that happens, we will do it like this.
No, just kill the motherfuckers.
Whatever.
They have turned into
You were cheering
gelatinous
her on.
cubes.
You wanted her to kill
Oh
him.
no.
The guards have turned into gelatinous cubes.
That's how it works.
I did fry them.
These are
Dude,
people,
I feel-
all of them. So it's, you get mad, you just pop somebody off. It's gonna. There's effects.
I'm
Cause
just
and
really
effect.
imagining a Niramour like, let me at him.
No, in my mind, I was like, if this doesn't work, we let them take her and see what happens and get her later. But then we started killing them.
Let me mess up the thought of getting her later. So we're gonna kidnap a little girl.
Alright, so these guys pull up.
I didn't say kidnap.
You can't take her if she doesn't want to go.
No, I meant get
I
near
can
more.
free
This
her
is
later.
Niramour.
Oh, get Niramour later.
Yeah.
This is Niramour.
Not the.
Oh, if she went to jail,
Yeah.
we'd get her later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what? They did it? They didn't do it.
With the guy dying.
The melting stick where he just melts. The door's like,
Yeah.
oh!
I was like, if the fry doesn't work, I'll be like, okay. I hear you loud and clear. Take her away, and we'll get you later.
Oh yeah, we would definitely.
You already kind of do that.
That's what I was
Well,
thinking, but then we started attacking.
Whose turn is it?
It's the guards' turns. So, as they kind of run up on the scene, they see the chaos of what's going on. They look at you, Bhel. You see a short, what looks like dwarf woman. And she looks at you and says, "Stand down!" And as she yells that, I need you to make a
Oh shit! Wait,
wisdom.
is this a
Command.
black dwarf woman?
No, it's
Okay,
not a
just
black
checking.
dwarf woman.
Just checking. Just
Mama
checking.
Genesis wouldn't let that happen in her village, though, would she?
She's an officer somewhere, and she could very well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
we
you to
gotta
make
learn
a wisdom
consonant?
saving throw.
What is attempting to happen? Because I have,
Resistance to.
yeah.
She is trying to. What's the word I am looking for?
She's trying to get you to
me.
stand down.
Probably.
No, it is.
Is it just intimidation?
It's a command.
It's a command. She's casting command upon you, and she is trying to get you to stop what you're doing.
You're not doing anything,
I'm not
though.
doing
I know, but this is like a command that basically is like, alright, cool. When she says stand down, it means like you stop. So basically, you're halting.
What, what's it for?
Wisdom save?
Wisdom
Wisdom
saving
save.
throw.
7.
7. Alright, you are now halted. Target does not move, take no actions.
That's some Mama Genesis shit right there. She was always holding people.
You
I do
kind of
not
like,
resist.
as that happens, you're just kind of like,
I don't resist.
and she just kind of walks up, and everyone's just like, you see everyone's just kind of distraught. They're like, looking.
No, Chuck!
My God! And like,
That's messed up.
I'm gonna pretend to be distraught with them. I'm reading the room.
That's good.
Oh no! What?
so,
I think it's not your. You need to roll for performance.
well, hold
I
on.
am not. I
Hold
told
on.
you guys I'm very socially awkward.
Nobody's
I have
into it.
0 charisma.
It's not
Stop
her turn
laughing,
just
I
yet.
can help
So,
Like that.
she comes up to you, and then they
Almost
are
right
going to
here.
go here. Alright, and we're going to talk to those guys. So you kind of see,
Who are they talking to?
so one is talking to the waitress, and the other one is kind of inspecting the dead body. Alright, and then as that happens,
This is so weird.
is
How
wild.
could this have happened?
you see this happen.
I think
in front
Niramour
of
is
you,
unhinged, to be
where
honest.
These two are now there.
Oh my goodness.
Is that Rose?
If that's not the cutest daggone little miniature I've ever seen.
I know, it's a little halfling. And as that happens, what you see is him hold her hand and says, and he goes, alright, we're gonna go home. And like you see what opens up is like a blue,
What
like
the
a blue
fuck?
whitish light kind of cut through space,
Fuck.
open up into a door, and they just walk through
What's the
and
plan of action? Is this
Well,
one of my guys anyway?
Glad
Coming
you did
for
what
me?
you did.
Wow.
so
Fuck me.
they do that, and as that happens, you kind of see the kobolds kind of like look at you, look back over to what just happened.
I say to them, you three were no help.
As you said that, you see one who's like a mouth full of food. He's just like, he's like, other one's like, what do you want us to do?
Finish eating.
Cool, thanks. they kind of like, and then like you kind of see them like separate and they're just kind of eating. Cuilorea, your turn.
Well, this is a really crowded area. I'm gonna go more in somewhere else. Poor Chuck, you know, he's so sad.
That is
I guess I'm gonna walk away from the situation.
so sticky.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm like
Imina, way over there.
distraught, you know.
Imina,
Yeah,
So you're
I think
just,
I said we
so
have
you're
to
just
go.
walking away?
I'm gonna walk around the building, maybe, where there's no one around.
backwards,
Yeah. Just,
slowly.
Crying the whole time. She's just,
Chuck was great.
is anyone back here
That you see of? No.
that I see?
That's a
What
great way
do
of
I
putting
see?
it.
What's your perception? Your,
It's fucking.
17.
So you see like maybe like people kind of peeking out the window. The ones are like in the actual like corner of this. Everyone's just kind of like inside in this area. They're,
So
like, you see
no one's
people-
looking at me, right?
They're kind of like looking out the window. Like when I see one person on the balcony, like, oh my god, oh that was shock.
I'm gonna wild shape into a warhorse.
I really wish I had a horse.
And that's my action. I don't think I don't have any more. Well, how much movement did I take?
Huh?
How much movement did I take?
You already took your 30 movement, unless you want to back up. Yeah, because that was your 30 movement.
No, I don't want people to see me turn into a warhorse.
We're gonna use this bear. It's a horse, but it's a bear.
Man, bear, horse.
It's a horse.
And I'm gonna assume Imina saw me go that way,
What's she doing there?
and hope she follows, and hope that she understands.
Donkey.
Because you guys have seen me turn into a warhorse before, so you probably know what I look like as a warhorse.
I mean, technically, I can see her from where I am, right?
Yeah.
So you just kind of see her, just kind of like big nose right now. And you just see her kind of elongate into this horse. It's just like she looks back at you like, "Hey, it is what it is."
Slap my tail.
You know, she's like, nay.
She's like, nah. All right,
Hilarious.
Bhel. So
Turn into a horse.
you are now kind of stuck. Let's see how this works.
Sorry, guys.
She commanded me to halt. I am simply stuck in place.
You're like, sweetie, so
Does he-
demanding.
Yeah.
Are you, if you want,
You have to follow the command on your next turn, which this is your next turn, so...
I say, put my hands up.
Anything for a woman as beautiful as you.
And I'm like, how can I help?
She looks at you and says,
Get
I
my fire torch.
have... She looks at you and says, I have 2 officers dead. You guys, you know, he goes, you and whoever's with you. She kind of like looking around, and she says,
They're all gone.
who's with you? Are you alone?
No, it's me and Soter, who is inside. I attempted to stop the witch that harmed your guards. I say fuck the queen. And I attempted to grab her, but she disappeared. And all I can say was that she was wearing black cloak. I think she had white hair.
What a
And
cat
that's all I know. I'm sorry.
And
A white cloak and black hair.
Oh!
I pull out my engineering certificate. It's like, I'm part of the guild. I was just passing through with my friend Soter. We were off to find
Oh, wait.
what is it?
true metal.
True metal.
Mithril. And she looks at this.
That is about as much info as I can give. I'm
That's
sorry.
pretty good.
She looks at it.
That was on
And
point.
Do you have white hair? I don't.
I have black hair. And
Yeah,
a white
I
cloak.
tried to make up. You're wearing white?
I have a white cloak and black hair, and you said a black cloak and white hair.
I didn't
so
even do that.
I was like,
I'm still a little foggy from last night.
So she looks at your scroll. Do you hand it to her?
Yeah.
She looks at your scroll. She sees the seals that are on it, and she kind of like rolls it out.
I'm sure you will recognize this guild.
And she looks at it. And you just kind of see her just go. And you see her like snort and spit on it, roll it back up. Fuck the queen.
I say fuck you. I think you caught me when I said that while saying it. Well, you
And
heard
she
me say
spits on it because it has the queen seal on it.
But you heard me say it before I handed it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so she spits on it and is like, fuck the queen.
And I say, hi.
And she looks at you and says, well, I'm going to need you to come down with us and make a statement as we try to figure this all out.
Of course.
he's really trying to split the party.
Where is, I believe,
You keep trying to take one person away.
Can
believe-
I walk out now? I know. Are we still in combat?
We're still in combat.
Okay, all right.
Let's see.
No, we stepped out.
We're out of
The
combat.
the two that were deceased. And,
Yeah, they're dead.
But
Unless
I'll
you
ask-
guys are going to start being hostile to these guys.
I'm going to just come out. You let me know if this is okay. I'm coming out. I see the policeman. I don't see. I imagine as soon as I come out, I see the 2 dead bodies,
Your Soter's like, what the fuck?
and I'm like, oh dear. So I go to whatever body is there. To
Oh, don't worry about it.
no, I'm not resin, but to see if they're still alive. I'm just checking on them.
Oh no. And as you try to come up to the man, the one guy just goes, hold on. Step back.
I am Soter, Warforged, built for battlefield combat and support.
Well,
How
sir,
can I assist you?
This is not a battlefield.
It seems that it is.
And he's like, well, clearly the battle is done. I guess you could help me with, what do you know? What did you see? You were right there next to the window. So
No,
what did
I
you
was
see?
not next to the window. I was talking with my Cobalt friends, and Mr. Churchill and Rose left.
Good people, good people. Good people. So, what were they doing here?
What were who doing here?
You said Rose and Churchill.
Rose sold us flowers.
As she does, as she does.
Mr. Churchill took her home.
Yeah, that's his girl, so you can see that. So I guess the question is, how are 2 of my boys dead?
I don't know. How are 2 of your boys dead?
I don't know. You were here. I'm asking you.
I was in the tavern.
Exactly, but there's a window, and he like points to the window right here.
I did see a flash of light.
Okay, so there was a flash of light. Okay, let's rewind because things aren't adding up. So what were you doing here?
At the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
talking with my friends.
Mm-hmm. And who are these friends?
There are kobolds, and there is Bhel. Bhel is my friend.
He looks at you and goes, okay, he's being handled over there. And you had kobolds?
They're inside if you'd like to talk to them.
Look, there's kobolds in our town.
And what?
There's kobolds in our town. Hope you have them on a leash, not doing no run amok around here.
There's been no run amok in the tavern, but there seems to be run amok out here. What happened?
I'm the one doing the questions here. I need you to answer the questions. So
I would
you
be
got
happy to
you,
help.
Your friend Bhel over there. You got how many kobolds?
I cannot tell. Sometimes 1, sometimes 3.
Okay, we got 1 or 3 kobolds. So there could possibly be. We'll just go with 3 because at least we know there's more. Unless there's more than 3.
Or 1.
Okay, we'll go with 3. Okay, so you, your friend Bhel, and these 3 kobolds. Who else? Were you with anybody else? You were just y'all 3 and you guys were eating?
And I look around,
Uh-huh.
and who do I see?
You see around you see the weeping tavern lady, the 2 dead corpses, and a crowd of people.
I go to the lady. Are you okay?
And she says to you,
I'm cheating so much. I don't like cheating. I'm gonna mess this up. I apologize, but I gotta.
she says to you, screaming in your face, your friends did this. Your friends took my husband.
Oof.
Oof, damn.
We should kill her.
Who did this?
And like, she looks at you and
Uh-oh.
she just, she looks at you frustrated, crying, and she slaps you. She rolled a 17.
It didn't. I mean, if she smacked me, but it
Yours
didn't.
would allow her to smack you?
Yeah.
She smacks you, and she says, how dare you? How dare you sit there and act like you know nothing of what happened? She goes, those are your friends. And she's just like, you sat at the table with them, and the next thing you know it,
Ugh.
the weird one,
Oh.
she went out, and then all this
I'm
happened.
not the weird one.
She says the weird one. She goes out, and the next thing you know it, the guards are here. My husband's dead.
Wait, you saw my friend kill your husband?
She says, I saw the commotion.
Wait, did you see my friend kill your husband?
She says yes.
Which friend?
She's like,
Wait, is she lying?
no.
You can check. You can roll for it.
She didn't. She was inside. She didn't see shit.
Roll for it.
So she's lying. Either she needs to retract that statement, or try to put
Roll
what.
insight.
God dang it. She ain't hustling me. I'll tell you that much. 16.
Let's see.
I know she didn't see.
Because basically the way it all happened was
She saw a flashlight like I did. Then she ran outside, and her husband has a hole in him. She didn't see who did it.
Oh.
true.
He's making a good point.
She was
I'm an
probably the
investigator.
last person out of the door.
Yes.
And she looks at you and she's like, well,
Ma'am, what's your name?
she said, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
If you put your hands on me again, I will hit you back.
And she looks at the guard and she's like, would you allow this man
You
to
have lied and deceived me.
lie? Everyone saw it. I am taking
You
everyone's word.
did not see it.
Okay,
You told me you saw it. You lied to me and you hit me. You are not a good person.
My
Oh,
husband.
shit.
I hope your husband was better than you.
Oh.
And she
no.
looks at him, or she looks at
Going
you,
off too.
and
What is happening?
she
I'm a
looks at the
wardrobe.
guard
Or a bear.
and
Suddenly
says,
murder hobos?
you know where I live.
Weed invoice?
You know where to find me. If you have any further questions, I'm going home.
I go to the guard, I guess the dwarf lady or whatever. Like, I am Soter, Warforged, built for battlefield combat and support. How can I help you?
She looks at you and she says, and she looks at,
I know this is not how this is supposed to go.
she looks at you and looks at Belle and goes, what's you two relation?
Belle is my friend.
What were you guys doing before all of this happened?
Belle was eating. I don't eat.
Okay. Yeah. She's like, yeah,
Good to know.
I look at Belle and I'm like, okay.
And she goes, yeah, I understand that people don't eat. So, I feel like, so how did this happen? When she looks at you, how did this happen?
Well, what's his name? Oh my God.
Mr.
Churchill.
Churchill appeared to have made some sort of scene, and then next thing I know, we see a flash of light. We come outside, and there's a guard who is injured, and then someone saw a witch, and I saw her. She had a black cloak and white hair, and that's about all I remember.
Oh,
And they were
dear.
yelling at her, and I ran up to her. I'm looking at Soter as I'm saying that, and I ran up to her, and I tried to grab her to subdue her. And I said, "Stop, witch!" And then she vanished. And that was my heroic tale. Doesn't that sound heroic, Soter?
That sounds amazing. And terrible.
So there's like, the fuck is this black cloak, white hair witch?
Roll.
I put it together like, oh.
Roll roll deception.
Does he get some assistance since I'm there, like, trying to agree with? I'm not agree. I'm just listening,
That's
and I'm
a
like,
pretty good-
oh my, oh
That's a
my.
pretty good role play,
Alright,
Mr.
alright,
DM.
pause.
That's a pretty good role
Pause.
play, Mr. DM.
Before you roll that dice,
Yeah.
roll a performance check.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Because you have to make it where it's believable that that's what happened. If you're, oh my gosh, roll
I don't
He doesn't know.
I wasn't there. I'm just.
That's why he's like,
I am
oh my
literally
God.
surprised at what he said. As soon as he said black hair and cloak, I was like, that could be. So that's real. And everything he said was like, oh crap.
Well, he said the opposite of Niramour's
So what-
hair.
Yes, I
Okay.
know. That's why I'm like, ugh, he's doing trickery.
So roll a deception check.
I got this. Bam. 18.
Bam. 18.
All right.
I was so scared. Look, it was almost a 20. 20's right here. Okay, nope, not
You
two.
see how
Chill
that
out.
thing? You need to check that dice. He doesn't want to be on the 20.
I know.
All right. So she looks at you and goes, okay. So she looks at you guys and goes, all right. So because a lot of the stuff doesn't feel like it's adding up, it just feels like there's a missing part of how my boys got from being alive.
Yes, the missing part is
The witch, right?
Churchill, I was going to say.
Oh, Churchill.
So
Where is he at? He went inside. Soter, did you see him?
Yes, he took Rose through a portal and he left.
Portal.
It was a big door and it opened and then it closed, and he left.
And then he left.
and
Perhaps Churchill has something to do with your deceased officers.
so you're saying that Churchill killed her?
I do not know.
I'm not saying he's a truther.
I do not know.
He's a liar, but I'm not
I did
saying
not
he's
see
a
what
truther.
happened.
So are you saying that Churchill killed my men?
No, I'm saying he was out here, and now he's not.
Okay, so
Why would he leave if there are people who are dead?
So you're saying that Churchill was here.
I can confirm
So
that.
where did the witch come from?
I don't know about a witch.
Wait,
She was out
has
here.
Imina gotten to me yet at all when they've been talking? Because I'm a horse now.
Yeah, if you want to go to their corner, then
Sure.
you can.
I have
That's
an
a good
18
cliffhanger.
on my stealth roll to sneak away to the
So you're now
war horse. Yeah, I snuck away. I was like,
She's on the horse.
yo,
I know.
what are we doing?
I'm gonna nudge
And
you to get up.
I would imagine that.
Did you say no?
That was
Did Niramour walk over there also?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the girls are together.
Scare shit out of me real quick.
Be like, "Bleh."
Fuck. It scared me.
Ow.
She'll
So
kick.
break soon if you want to break before you go to our part.
I would like to go on
It's
break,
D&D.
But you are disgusted.
Beyond.
but I guess I feel like there has to be a resolve, but there isn't any part that's being resolved.
Well, the guards coming in, the two guards that knew everything that happened are fucking dead. The other guards responded to a whistle and came after the scene.
Mhm.
We've done pretty good cleanup
Alright.
here.
So
Yeah, I don't know how. we did that.
basically, what's going to happen is the guards look at you guys and they say,
Don't leave town.
"Do not leave town for the next 72 hours."
Shit, we're on. We didn't do that. Fuck that shit.
Deal.
You guys all right?
Should we try to help you find Churchill?
Let us,
I am an excellent investigator.
We've got this. Do not interfere, or you guys will be put in jail.
The pack girls.
Really left. I didn't work the last time. But okay.
Let us figure this out, and we will let us do our jobs. You guys stay in town for any further questions that we have.
Someone's at our door.
If you,
Continue.
Well,
if
no,
you
that's
leave-
probably important. If someone's at the door, they
is the
shouldn't
door
be.
locked?
It could be a bug. They fly in the camera sometimes.
That's fucking
And
hilarious.
if the bug goes in the camera, it'll say someone's here.
She says, if you guys leave town, we will put a bounty on your head.
Yes.
So
Okay.
stay in town. We'll figure all this stuff out. And after we say that you can go, you can go. Other than that, stay in town. Don't start any trouble. And you guys are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
to stay in town. And she just like walks off. Her and the two men walk away.
So it's just me and Belle right there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of start
I'm a
nudging
horse.
over to Soter we should head around the corner.
And
We're
I'm
gonna be
like
on it.
giddy.
Well, you guys had such a long conversation. I feel like we would be gone by then.
Yeah, we're over there.
Yeah, but your conversation was like 10 minutes. In that span of 10 minutes, in like 1 minute, they'd be over here on me, they'd get on me, and I would ride away. So,
Well, I mean, if that's what you did.
That's what you're saying you did.
well, I need some
Input
backup
from-
information from the
Ladies?
across the table.
Did you guys run away?
Would we, okay, in that
I
span,
mean, I came to Cuilorea because Belle said to do that, and I said we have to come back for the girl. So, I'm just gonna be like, Belle told me to follow you.
I was the
Do
first
you
one to say
notify
that we had
me
to get out of here, so
before
I
you
was
come up on me?
obviously going away.
okay.
Yeah, I would send you a message and be like, I'm invisible.
So, I guess we try to head somewhere.
Yeah, if
I'm a
Cuilorea
horse girl,
is
I don't
a
know.
horse carrying me, then I've ran.
Yeah,
Like, we
Amina's
were
probably
like-
on the back. She's probably, Amina's probably on the front.
Because it was
Yeah,
my
we're
idea to
probably
run away first, so I was like, okay, I'm going. Well, separately,
Separate.
but
So it's just me and Belle right there, and
Yep.
I am.
You guys have
saying-
been taken, or you guys have been abandoned by.
So nobody's around.
Right now,
I'm making sure. I'm looking to make sure nobody
no
is
one's
around.
currently around you.
And I say to Belle, "We were being deceitful, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
And we did not give information that we were supposed to, right?
It's because I told
Yeah,
her
the
to always say
information we
everything.
needed.
I think I did good.
Technically, we didn't lie.
But we tricked them.
We left out some information to help a friend.
Yes! Leaving out information. That is exactly how I was taught. We did good.
So
Exactly how
let's
it
go
was
ahead and go on break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay?
I
Cool.
love that Soter said leaving out.
And we're back.
We're
Chelsea,
here.
if you could please.
I got through there.
You know the sad part about it is, if we had an extra 2 feet, maybe an extra foot, just this way. Actually, an extra foot in all directions. This is perfect. Alright, let me sit down. Let's restart the serious stuff. Hello guys, welcome back. Alright. A lot has happened in the past 2 hours. But I guess for your players it would have been the past couple of minutes.
That's like 30 minutes probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys went into combat. Combat's only like 6 seconds, so.
Wow.
So the past.
Conversations.
Yeah, so like in the past 10 minutes of your day of waking up, you guys have started a lot of hoopla. Alright, so we will go back to where the girls were. Girls, what are you guys doing? Hightailing it out of town?
I mean, should we be concerned about
I'm probably not running.
the boys?
If we want to, we can trot around the other side of the building and see if they're talking to guards and then run away. Or, like, maybe they can see us out of the corner of the eye and, like, know what we're doing.
Do you have someone who is invisible and gives a message?
Yeah. Hello, ladies. We're trying to figure out what's happening. So, I suggest well, I guess I'm a warhorse, so I can just trot over there. I'm gonna trot around the building, like over here, and go out that way. Which way is the actually exit of the town, or somewhere that is not densely populated?
Densely populated part of town, or least densely part of town. Let's see. So this would be like the main fairway.
Mhm.
This like least densely part of town would probably be over here in this area.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go behind where the guards came. So if they see us, I'm gonna like. Can I talk as a horse?
Nope.
If I send her a message, can she respond though?
Yes.
What's a horse's intelligence?
But it's still her.
Like 12,
Like
I
she
think?
doesn't change into a horse.
Unless
She's
I,
her
no, I
as
think
a
that's
horse?
polymorph. Polymorph does that. Wait, if my
War horse stats.
because I think you take on the stats of the warhorse.
You do.
So what's the warhorse?
That's. I think it's like 12 last time I checked. JK, that was the dexterity and wisdom. The intelligence is 2. I don't know.
That I don't think it would make sense for her to actually end up with an intelligence of 2, because then she'd never be able to change back. She
No. I'm pretty. You can.
What is your
change-
thing say?
Let's see.
It says I take on the stats of the thing, hold on.
Nope. Magically assume the shape of a beast. So it's like transforming the body, not,
Yeah.
Polymorph would make that
It
intelligence
says
level
if I have a higher thing than them, if they have like a higher dexterity than that, then I would take their dexterity. But if I think I have higher intelligence, it takes my intelligence.
I certainly hope you have higher intelligence.
Well, I do, but
Okay, just double check.
you never know.
Never know.
All right.
Wait. What is it?
Nope. A droid loses her ability to speak while in animal form because she's limited to the sounds the horse can make. Untrained animal can make.
Speak, but I'm not speaking.
You're.
Sending a message, which is into her mind. She doesn't make any noise for that.
Yeah, I guess you could do it.
Yeah, it's electronic signals.
Okay, I'm sorry, that distracted me. What did you just say from before? Why were we
Okay,
talking about
I'm
talking?
assuming you've already opened the line of connection to let me know you're getting on me because
Yes.
hashtag
Consent.
consent.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm invisible. It's me.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna round the corner. I think Bhel and Soter should be around. If you could send a message to Bhel and tell them we're going to a less densely populated area and in the general direction, which I believe is that way, that'd be great.
Got it. So I'm gonna
Okay.
send a message to Bhel and Soter and be like, hey guys, we're heading west.
West.
I don't know what direction that is.
Did she say west?
West. Okay. So
Oh,
I guess
sorry.
we're gonna. I'm not gonna full on
Sorry.
dash. I'm just gonna kind of trot and go the less densely
Think
directed
of
destination.
a landmark that we would have passed, possibly coming in, or something that y'all could hide out in. There was like a small
Or
little
can we-
park or something.
Can we just cheat and say we meet him?
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, we could just keep contact. Like
I
okay,
ask.
Message is only 120 feet. So
we'll just stay close. I mean, that's
Well, we're trying to get away as fast as possible because your spell is not going to last on Niramour for an extended amount of time. So we're going to try to.
10 minutes.
So yeah, we got to get away.
Are we leaving
Well,
town?
she can. I tell you to. Well, I'm gonna let my invisibility down. Use your thing to look different. Do whatever
Yeah.
you can to look different.
I will alter self into Shelly. Shelly.
Are we actually going to leave town?
We didn't need
We'll
to be
have
here
to
in the
figure
first
that
place.
out later.
Okay, we go to a densely,
know.
less dense populated, the least densely populated area in town,
It's something we're gonna have to
and
tell
just
them.
hang out there. I'm gonna stay as a horse because I can stay as a horse for a long time.
All right, so
Long
I would
time.
say we meet up with them, wherever that is.
All right.
Tell them what was told to us. We can't leave town for 72 hours. We have to be available for questioning.
And Niramour, as far as they know, they're looking for black cloak, white hair, which I see. What are you? You're blonde. Blonde self?
A brunette, green eyes, normal human, 5'5".
Okay, so as long as you can hold that up, I think you'll be safe.
I can hold it for an hour, and I have 3 of them. So
I think because we were seeing. Well, no, that's just an assumption. Like they saw us with Niramour and Cuilorea.
Yeah, I don't think the bartender connect. I mean, I think she assumed, but when you were talking with her, I think she might have thought differently. But
Should we?
Where is Winston? That's not his first name, but we'll call it Winston.
Where is Churchill?
Where's Churchill? What happened with him?
He
walked into the
went.
bar.
He did. I told the truth. He went through a door that looked like a portal. I don't know where he went to, and I don't think he would be any help.
Oh, hold on. I pull up my orb and.
Did he tell you what he did?
What?
He put the orb.
Or that was the orb. What I gave
No,
him.
you didn't tell me that you put clairvoyance on it. What does clairvoyance do?
I can use it to either see or hear something. But it has a mile radius. So if he's within a mile of us in any direction, I can use this, which is basically it would be like a radio at this point. I'd be like, can I touch in? Can I hear anything?
How many feet are in a mile?
5,000.
Shut up about the sun. Yeah, it's a mile. So a mile all around us, I'd be able to hear. No.
5,280 feet.
Sorry, can you 5,000?
280.
Can you see and hear or see
It's
or
one
hear?
or the other.
Which one are you picking?
Here. So I was like the radio thing.
Yeah, so you hear as you are kind of like listening into it and
As we're listening, I am using an infusion. Not an infusion, but an artificer ability to basically record. So I want to record what I hear.
But yeah, I wrote that down. That was the sphere I gave him. Where the fuck is it? But it don't matter.
They're probably still good.
so you hear him say, "Well, Rose, are you okay?" And she says, "Yes, Mr. Churchill, I'm okay." And he was like, "Those people didn't hurt you, did they?" And she says, "No, Mr. Churchill, they did not hurt me at all. They tried to give me more coin than what the product was worth." And he said, "What do we know about that?" She says, "We are not worth tipping." And he says, "Exactly." He goes, "But you're okay, and that's all that matters." And he says, "Now, next time you're in a situation like that, you just walk away. Make sure you walk away. Because people are very persistent on things like that. Usually they have ill will and ill intent. They can't take no as an answer. They're not good people." She goes, "Yes, sir." And he says to her, "All right, so let's go home. Let's get you all cleaned up and let's get prepared for tomorrow." And she says, "Yes, sir." And you kind of hear like a door hinge open up and kind of like a muted steps on wood, and then you hear another voice that goes, already. And you kind of hear a whip crack and then clopping of horses. And that's all you kind of hear for like a period of time.
Cool.
Are we the bad guys?
This man is grooming her. He's clearly manipulating her to say, "Oh, you don't are good guys. You don't need to trust them."
I mean, he had a point. Like, if they don't say
Young
no,
and
then run away.
impressionable. Like,
No means no.
yes.
Kind of
She
being
was
like-
scared of him. That was the first thing we asked. That's why I went out the door.
Yeah, but she looked really young. Like, if I was a Girl Scout and my dad was like, "Oh, you go in there, sell some cookies," and my dad had to stand outside to like make sure I didn't, like, nothing was like wrong, but I was like, I'm gonna go in by myself type thing.
And
You know.
usually, what do kids do?
They
back
look to their
yeah.
dad. So if like someone was like, "Here's $20, I just want one box," they'd be like,
Can I do that?
"Dad?"
This
Yeah.
goes against what you taught me.
Yeah.
I mean, now, that is what a child would do. But, are you guys the good guys? Are you the bad guys? That is for you guys to figure out. That is for you guys to continue to carry on.
I'd rather be good guys.
So what next? Are we staying in town for questioning, or are we leaving and putting a bounty on our heads?
Well, you all have nothing to hide, do you? Like, it's only Niramour, and they already think it's a witch with.
But they already told us that we could leave.
If they make the connection of us being in the bar with Niramour and Imina, and there were plenty of witnesses that saw the fight, even though we didn't, they could want us to find or turn in. Breathe.
Try not to check that camera.
I don't know if that worked.
If they do question you about us, maybe you guys could say we were just traveling together for the time being, and it's not like you have any real relations to us. I'm a horse. I can't talk.
You're still a horse?
Yeah, because I'm assuming like you guys got there in a rushed hurry, and we were still gonna leave from that point, and I don't want to get out of the horse form if we need a horse.
Well then, no, we're not talking to you then.
Yeah.
You can't carry on.
Well, I mean, I can carry Niramour and Imina because they still have to stay in town, and I feel like why would you leave if you have nothing to hide? Is how they would see it.
Where will you? I can't. Where will you all go if Belle and I stay?
Me.
I mean, I don't really know where we would go, but I don't think we should be here.
Can I understand what
If
they're
you
saying?
and Belle stay, we can't just leave you.
It's true.
So what do we do? Do we all leave,
I
or do
think
we
we
all
should.
stay?
I get out of my horse form. Anyway,
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. You could
Do
resist.
we just fall
Go
on the
ahead.
ground?
Slide off of her back. Okay.
Okay. I don't think the town has been hostile to neither Soter or Belle, and it feels very suspicious for them to just leave out of the blue. And I don't know how. Would I know how close these towns are? Like how.
We will have a bounty, and they will make pictures of us and
Yeah.
post them. I will be an outlaw.
Would I know that this town would communicate with another town and be like, watch out for these suspicious people?
I think that's
You would
Given.
definitely know
because that's how they do it.
that that's what they would do, but you don't really know how fast word would travel.
Okay. So I see no point in them getting into any more trouble. So I know this land pretty well. I know like the outskirts we could potentially hide Niramour on. And maybe you can get a makeover while we're at it. Dye your hair, change your cloak, I don't know.
I think if they see us, Belle and I, with 3 females, that connection could be made.
Well, that's why you guys would stay.
Okay, so
And-
we stay separate,
Yeah. For the time being.
Okay.
Together.
but together.
Yeah, we can start on the out. Is there anywhere since we are near my territory, is there anywhere I know like of a cave that's like kind of desolate on my travels to finding them, or a place that I would know of
Oh no, you don't
on the
care?
outskirts that I could give them like hey, we're gonna be by the big red oak tree in the middle of the evergreen forest.
We will have a secret
You know what I
hideout.
mean?
You kind of know that right now you're in like plains area.
Great.
We are criminals.
No caves.
We have a secret hideout.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or trees.
The biggest landmark that you guys have is like the river that this town is connected to. It's kind of like a bridge town. Kind of half this, like the Jolt was half the town. Part of the town is at like the beginning of the bridge, and then the big part of the town.
Is it snowy?
Yeah, it's winter, so.
Okay. I could very well like make an igloo
Fuck.
and keep us hidden for 72 hours, I feel like. So.
Oh yeah, you have that thing.
Mhm. I do. I do have that thing. So, I feel like they wouldn't question someone outside of town camping or just hiking it out, because we could be like, oh, we don't have any money, and we don't want to like, we're just travelers going along the road. This seems like a safe place to stay on the outskirts. So, and we'd be invisible half the time. So if you all,
Yeah.
You like to send letters. I don't know if you could potentially send letters to Bhel. Do you just poof it away, or do you have to actually give it to someone?
I've always given it to a mail carrier in the towns we go to.
I can create something that would deliver the mail back and forth.
Yeah, I could also speak to animals and send a crow too, just in case we get too distant off of our communication. Okay, so seems like the plan is to let you guys stay here, don't access, and we hike out. And usually most towns don't mess with the furbolgs to begin with, so if they see an igloo, they're probably not gonna wander too close to it.
Okay, that's our plan. Not to be sus.
I know this is probably the least of your all's concerns, but did anyone actually get those flowers?
Imina had them.
She dropped them on the
We
table.
will say that you
You'll
guys
drop them on the
received the flowers.
Soter picked them up and put them in his bag before he left.
As this is all
I did give
happening,
everyone a bag of holdings.
you guys kind of see kobolds kind of looking at you guys.
I'm dead. When did they get here?
So I guess they followed me and Bell? Okay, alright.
Still a big change coat, and they're like, they kind
Food crumbs on their cheeks.
Yeah. You actually see one pull out, like turkey leg out the side
Of course,
pocket.
yeah, hungry ass little goblins.
Like, and
Maybe the kobolds could stay. Were they?
I don't
are
know.
kobolds allowed here?
I don't know. That's what I was about to say. I don't know if kobolds. I think kobolds are frowned upon by the establishment.
I think the way he made it seem like kobolds as friends, that's crazy. And he's just like, it's kind of like your dog. You got a dog. Your dog's in the tavern. Better keep that dog on a leash. Like, he's like, hold up, you better keep that dog nearby. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Those kobolds are helpful. They're hungry and not helpful when we need them, but
I guess
guys
we
know.
can ask the kobolds who they would like to go with, but I feel like it would be more strategic to let Bhel and Soter take care of them, just to have more numbers on their sides, because we have 3 and they have 2. Not that I don't think you guys can handle yourselves, but
sometimes they're 3, sometimes they're 1.
you guys would have more numbers just in case anything did
Soter
go
did.
south side, because I feel like there would be more trouble in
Soter
city.
did say that
Then
they
outside.
were with us.
Yeah, so it'd be better for them to stay with you all.
Alright, so meet Bell and the kobolds.
Can we fast track the 3 days?
No,
Don't do it.
do we want to do anything in those days?
I know. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I want to do tons of stuff. Okay, go
Well, I
ahead.
want to know, we made it to the igloo, and then
Yeah, I probably.
Check the group chat.
you all were leaving?
Yes.
Solid. So, is it just us staying in the igloo now?
Yes.
Cuilorea's with you, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
us. It's us three.
Wait, we can
The
do-
girls
Okay.
are away from the boys.
Okay. Well, that night, like, I guess after you all leave or whatever, and we're just kind of like all sitting around.
I have a crush on someone.
It's
the kobold.
They're so tall.
Who's that tall guy that joined you?
All three of them.
So serious.
I'm gonna look to you guys and say, so I know that this is kind of weird, but is anyone else afraid that we're gonna get left behind again?
What do you mean left behind?
Again.
Angus left, and now Soter and Bhel have to be in town. I just hope that they don't just leave us.
Why would Soter ever leave you though? Like you're the reason he came with her to begin with.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he has something to do on his own. I'm not sure.
I feel like you guys are best friends. The only thing I would be concerned of is Belle getting way too in the head and trying to steal Soter from you. But Soter wouldn't let that happen. Okay? So Soter is like so attuned to the friendship you guys have, he would come back to you in a heartbeat.
Also, if they're staying in town, the only way we would get separated is if we left.
Yeah.
So we would be leaving them, and we're not going to do that.
Unless they are forced to leave.
And I can always prepare a spell and track them. So it'll be okay.
That's a good idea. I think that would make me feel better.
I do think that we should change up Niramour's look. I don't know if you'd be okay with that. Maybe shaving your head. I don't know.
Shave your head.
So,
You know she has a.
We
Yeah,
just trust her
clairvoyant.
for
do you
Say
have a
what?
the
clairvoyance
whole
book?
thing.
No, I don't. No. I don't have
Yeah, I did
clairvoyance.
just buy a bunch of clothes.
I have like fake alarm, but
So maybe we could do something like that.
Still kind of hard to hide. Purple skin and black dreads and wings.
Well, the dreads are easy to get rid of. Just
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
we could dye them,
They are dyed. Right now.
re-dye them. I'm aware.
And I like pull out my disguise kit and I'm like, all I have is black.
Different shade of black.
I know how to dye stuff with like mostly primary colors or like colors you can get from natural items. So it wouldn't stay. I don't think it'd be as good as your dye, but we use it on our clothing at home. So like blues and stuff like that, reds.
I could have red hair like you.
Good. You could be a Yakline instead of a Mackenzie.
Is this the first time we've heard your last name?
Yes.
I've never. Yeah.
Is that your tribe?
We really don't have a tribe name. It's just the area from where we are, and that's what the people call that area. So we're the Yaklines. Yaklai, whatever. Yeah.
Throw an accent on that.
Yaklai.
Stop sounding a little colonizer. Yakalai.
Yaklai.
If I had red hair, I would be like a Yaukalai and
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. What do you want? Or you could have pink hair, like, I don't know, someone, like, Nissa Mary. Very famous heavy hitter. I don't know what time it is, or anything like that. I have rations, so we should be good on food. But if it's,
Kobolds have ration.
late or anything, and we would be sleeping, then I would cast my invisibility thing on our thing.
Do you guys want to zoom through all of the whole day? You guys are okay with that?
I'm trying to think what I would do on all these days. I would train. I would make my alchemic balls.
Ethan balls.
I would scavenge around to see if I could find any, like, I don't know, grubs, roots, stuff like that.
I make a.
We need health potions.
I have health potions. I can make health potions while I'm in there. Sorry, go
We
ahead.
need health potions. I need some health potions.
Okay, then I'll make a mechanical puppy.
Oh.
A mechanical puppy. And he can run. He runs to your camp. Little bit.
I'm imagining. Remember the
dog?
the 90
robot dog?
the little robot dog
Yes.
you could plug in
I
your
wanted one
iPhone
so
with,
bad.
and it would shake its
No,
head
that's
and light
it.
its eyes up.
That's
Yes.
And have those little emotes. That's what I'm imagining.
Yes.
This little snowball-like dog.
Yes, and yes, he's definitely white, so he'll blend in with the snow.
And just
I will call him Pup Pup.
Pup.
Pup Pup.
pop up.
Can you turn into a ball and we can, like, shoot a ball?
You can try to train him.
I have 2 health pots, please.
So Pup Pup goes after.
Health pot.
Yes, I can make him too.
You can just, since you're with him, you can make a mess. I guess we would just have like girl talk and like and just hang out together.
I'm just speeding through to that last day.
So, have the police been looking for us?
So, let's see.
I want to go to the police station.
Be like, I need room and board if I'm staying here for 72 hours.
They'll give us room and board.
Yeah, I don't want their room.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I need food.
You'll get 3 hots and a cot. May not be that hot. Cot might be pretty worn out. You're going to go to.
Whatever the headquarters are for the guard.
Alright, so you go to the tower headquarters, and you can kind of tell that as you're there, you see Rose and Mr. Churchill
Oh, fuck.
with a reef. They've
Oh, yeah,
So it's like the
okay.
next day. So you see this little, metal, thin metal reef that, she's made full of like beautiful flowers, many colors, and she hands it to one of the guards. And you see that guard get on one knee, and he grabs this reef and he holds on to it. You can kind of hear. And like he carries it on inside, and you see like Mr. Churchill talking to everybody, and kind of brings in some food for these guys, and like,
At least up your game.
and he does a little talking about you guys did an excellent job, just really horrible what some of these people with magic do, and
Some of these people with magic.
Huh.
he's like, you guys just keep on doing an excellent job protecting the people. And you kind of see as these people all stand to attention, and like, hi. They salute him, and he goes, carries on. What are you doing?
I'm looking for the chief, basically saying, I don't know, am I still supposed to be here? Am I allowed to go? Can I answer any more questions? I want to show that I'm available, but I'm bored out of my mind.
Well, so what happens is they come to you, and they were talking about how they're like, all right, cool. So we have a couple questions. So we have word that how do you put this? So we have word that someone similar to the witch has been walking around in your presence.
Never.
Do you know who that person is, and if you can bring them to us so we can talk to them?
I have only been, and this is the truth, I have only been in my room in the tavern. Oh, I probably didn't go back. Is there another tavern? Me and that lady didn't really click.
What?
Like where we've been staying. And I don't know if I'd go back there because she smacked me.
So she doesn't
smack
own
me?
the tavern. You can tell as you like went back to that tavern. It's you see a man at the bar, big burly man, beard, bald head, just like cleaning glasses. And he looks at you and goes, "Hi." And he's the one who's been kind of like, he just kind of tells you that he's taking over until.
So I could stay there.
Yeah.
All right. So I stayed there. So I'm telling the officer, whoever's asking the question, that all I've done is stay at the tavern, go to the blacksmith, and go back to my room. I was not aware that I could simply wander around town. That's why I'm here.
Yes. And we've noticed that you haven't really done much since this whole incident, which is good on you, which means you're being very cooperative. But we're talking about days before this whole incident has happened.
I've met many people. I try to be friendly to all of them. I very well could have met this witch and not even known.
I'm fucking dead.
And
The traitor amongst us.
she looks at you.
The thing about this is I'm being sincere.
Yes.
Because I would not think Niramour would ever be a witch. She's not a witch to me. So, and I'm not completely convinced that she even did it. I just know that there was a light. So anyway.
So she looks at you and she kind of like you're sitting down, she stands up and she knows she can't tire over you. But she's kind of got this like...
Oh, she's trying to intimidate me?
She's not trying to intimidate you, but she has this like, look. Things aren't adding up. Like, she has this like look of like, look, things aren't adding up. And she just goes, okay, so here's the thing. You guys are pretty much the closest connection that we can find to this whole thing. Everyone else is pretty new to town. Everyone loves Mr. Churchill, has respect for Mr. Churchill, or is in business with Mr. Churchill. So the motive of trying to hurt him isn't something that we can't find a motive. You guys are new in town, you and your friend.
I am
Things go belly up. And now we're looking at you guys, and just things feel funny.
If I wanted to hurt Mr. Churchill or attack him in any way, I had ample opportunity. I did not. He has not even reported me threatening him in any way.
Yes. And I guess the thing about it is,
I'm guilty, or you would assume guilt because I am new to town. But I've been completely cooperative. And I would be happy to assist you in your investigation. I am an excellent investigator.
and she looks at you and says, you know, I feel like I'm running in circles with you. And I really don't know if there's more that you're going to tell me or if there's more that you even know.
I don't know. I will tell you if you'd like, if I have something to tell you. And is running in circles good?
No, that is not good.
No.
Then let's not run in circles.
She looks at you and says, okay, so people have said that you are connected to a person who went to a tailor. 3 girls went to the tailor 4 days ago. One of them closely fits the description of the witch.
You understand that I did not go to a tailor. My time here has been
Understand that
spent
you have not
at the
gone-
blacksmith.
Yes, but the thing is, there have been people who said that you were at the same table as a person who closely fits the description
Really?
of the witch.
What did she look like? Perhaps I did sit at the table.
Okay. We're not going to go with perhaps. We're going to go with did you or did you not sit at the table with someone who was in a similar version of either white hair was black cape or black hair was white cape? Because no one can get steady with that information.
How would she
If
know
the
that?
information,
How would she know that it could be a variation of that?
Because multiple people have said different things.
if you do not have a proper description, how can I clarify whether I have sat with the table with them? I have
You
sat with
sit
many people.
with someone who wears black and has white, and white
Yes.
and black.
Yes, and brown and red and blue and green and purple. I am sitting with you now.
Roll a deception check.
That's the truth.
It is the
It
truth.
is the truth. I'm answering her questions, and I'm.
Okay,
He's not
deception doesn't mean you're lying, but deception could also mean that you're holding the truth.
I am giving her everything she's asking.
Are you?
Aren't I?
You gotta take. You
not.
gotta take Soter's personality into consideration.
And that's all. That's the only reason it's coming out the way it is. Like, yeah, she asked me if I sat with the lady with black hair. Yes. And white hair. Yes. Red hair. Yes. Green hair. Maybe, I don't know. Yes. A purple cape. Yes. Yes, I have.
Am I there?
Are you?
I mean,
Would you
Yes,
like-
he's. I would try to drag him. Yeah, that's all I was trying to do. Try to get it over with.
As a police officer, law enforcement in my hometown, it does seem that you are leading with these questions. Not actually.
Do you think I'm guilty just because I'm a warforged?
You brought race into it? Shit.
People say a lot of things. People say a lot of bad things about warforged.
This has happened before to us, and we were found.
And it seems that someone who has been, and I am talking about myself, who has shown to be completely innocent of any criminal activity, I am being prosecuted as if I committed the crime myself.
No. I'm not prosecuting you as if you committed the crime yourself.
As if I was a witness, which I was not.
He wasn't.
No, I'm telling everything I'm saying are facts.
And she looks at you and says, I'm not saying you did it. I'm not saying...
I'm not saying you didn't do it.
I'm not saying you're a truth.
You are saying that I know something. Everything you have asked, I have answered. I have never said, I do not know. I have answered yes or no to your questions.
It's true. I think you're being a bit unfair with your suspicion. of my
Here's the
girlfriend.
link. Everyone is saying that you and you are somehow connected to the witch.
Connected? My friend tried to stop the witch, or he grabbed the witch. My friend grabbed the
I
witch.
even helped dear Winston Churchill.
At least that's what he told me.
I
And I believe
helped him
Bhel.
up, and I attempted to subdue the witch after seeing what she had done. And we have both been very cooperative, and I do think you're being a bit unfair with your suspicion of our involvement. With
I
it.
think it's because I'm a warforged.
I think so as well.
People do not trust warforged.
We even helped out dear
And
Rose too.
she looks at you and
What?
says, So you think it's because you're a warforged?
I don't know why. There is no reason for it. So it is all speculation. I don't know whether you hate warforged or not. I know I am being questioned.
And I don't know
For
if you
something
are holding a fugitive or not. Looks like there
Would
are
you like
pieces.
to come to my tavern room? Would you like to come to the blacksmith with me to see what I've been working on?
She looks at you and she goes, "No, I would like to know who killed my friend."
I don't know, bro. You don't know. He literally don't
That
know.
is a good question. I have been very helpful. I thought I was being helpful. I
I
don't
have been
think
very helpful.
I don't think I want to help anymore.
Alright, and she says to you, Alright. Alright. She looks at you guys and says, "Alright, come with me." She takes you guys in front of a judge.
In front of a judge?
In front of a judge.
What are they
Oh.
being accused of?
Oh.
She takes you guys in front of a judge.
Literally.
And she says to you guys, and she says to the judge, she says, "I have tried and tried and tried. I have tried to figure out how all of this stuff is connected. All I know is that these two are the closest people
How does she
to
know?
it, based off the information that I have received." She says, "So, I know that we can't put them in jail and we cannot find them. Is there anything that we can do?" And the judge says, "Well, our hands are tied, but I guess we can say that you guys are no longer allowed to be in this town. You guys are free to go. If we ever see you guys ever again, we will figure out something. Other than that, stay out of this town. We'll stay out of your way.
I am being banished
You are being banished from this town
for being in a bar while
for
someone's
being at the wrong place at the wrong time and being a new person. in
Is
the town.
everyone in that bar? Oh, just because I'm new.
Yep.
They're racist.
That is the worst. I'm trying to decide if I am going to behave or not.
I say, wow, Soter, you're banished.
Oh no,
That's
that
upsetting.
includes you. You're with him, so you're banished as well.
You're banished because you are with me. Me.
Yep.
I'm surprised they gave Soter the hard time when Belle was the one
I'm
out there during the
not.
whole
I'm
thing.
not.
No.
So I feel like that is even more sense. They gave you the hard time when Belle was literally outside and witnessed everything.
Oh, it's a Warforged thing. I'm so disgusted. And I can't decide what to do. I can't burn the town down right now.
Hey, maybe we should leave while the...
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
It's the judge. The judge? What's the judge? Let me... Hold on. Hold the hell on.
Send the dog. Bring the troops in.
I want to investigate. I don't know. I want to see if there's any arcane coming off this judge. You can tell me no if there's not.
Let's see. What are you doing?
An arcane check. Or an investigation. I don't care. Call it what you want.
Arcana check.
You would be somewhat familiar with being around me. Actually, me and Niramour.
So am I doing an arcana check or no?
Roll an Arcana check.
Blackjack.
21.
21.
It's dirty.
You kind of notice that her eyes every so often kind of flash a kind of like a magenta color every so often, like very quickly.
Have I seen this before?
Usually when you see someone whose eyes kind of flash in this way, it's kind of an enchantment.
And I recognize it.
You don't recognize the enchantment. You just
Not the recognize, but the specific enchantment. But I recognize that this person is enchanted.
Yes.
Okay. I quietly walk out. Bhel, let's go. As we're walking out, I let Bhel know that judge was under some type of enchantment. Did I recognize it all going on with the dwarf police chief or whoever was questioning me?
You wouldn't recall.
Okay. So definitely the judge. So it makes sense to me, and we are still walking out, that Churchill has the judge enchanted. Perhaps some of the guardsmen. And I cannot.
It seems Churchill might, from what he was shouting, seems that he's been using his magic to gain influence in this town. Possibly do as he wishes with the use of magic and turning everyone else against the magic users to possibly just be the most powerful person.
That is a very important part. Since magic seems to be outlawed. But we can't prove it. And I can't decide what action to take. So, since we're banished, I guess we have to leave. Yeah. Boy, do I want to punch Churchill in the face.
I guess we go with the girls. And GTFO.
Secret hideout.
So you guys kind of go out, maybe like half a mile out onto the banks of the river, and you see a little igloo out there.
That's my rapper name.
Little igloo.
Little igloo.
That's actually really good. And you wear a polo bear there? Oh my god, yeah.
Because she's so cold.
She's so icy.
I see.
Alright.
That has to be it.
So as you guys approach and reach up to the igloo, the girls, you guys see Bhel and Soter walking with you guys, or walking up to you guys.
You came back.
Wait. I want to make sure. Were we followed?
You were probably followed out to the gate, and then were intensely watched until like
I wish
a football's length.
So I guess flicking off isn't a thing in D&D, because if I was like,
You could. If you want to dude, if you want to flip the bird, you can flip the bird. I don't know how many times I've seen that people are like, I flipped the person off. Yeah. Gesture.
Yeah, you could just. They could have their own type of gesture, like
No.
Yeah.
We were on a break.
man,
Watch that. Just fuck out. Like Sokka. Watch that. Or watch that. That's like his like screw you. Like, fuck you. Watch that. Alright, so what do you do?
I'll mark a. Is there, as I'm going out, is there like a gate or something? Like a wall? I like burn a spade with a 6 in it. And I just leave.
Are the kobolds with you guys?
Yeah, they're following us.
Yeah.
Can't one of them like charm person? Couldn't they have charmed the person?
Charmed who? The judge?
Yeah.
Not if the judge is already charmed.
I'm just going to say, if you guys want, I can give you guys like a card of what the kobolds can do. And then if you guys are like, I would like the kobold to do X, Y, and Z, I'm like, alright, cool.
I don't want to be in charge of those little fuckers. Let somebody else. Especially if I got pup now. So
Put.
a little pup
I'm
pup.
in charge of them. They were my responsibility to begin with. I'm the one who started talking to them.
Alright, so you guys get to this
So
part.
Yes.
So what are y'all doing? Which way are we going? East, west, north?
Wherever we think Daddy Imina
Yeah.
is, that's the direction we're headed.
Let's see. Based off of
But I'm coming back to this town.
Before we leave the igloo,
I'm coming.
I would like to, like, undo it and just, like, make it, like, wow, we weren't there. Like, there wasn't an igloo there.
You want to melt the igloo?
Yeah.
That's doable.
You just kind of like crush it all down, make it
Yeah.
into like a nice little like powdered snow, make it look like someone like walked around here.
Yeah.
Maybe it was polymorph, make cannibal tracks. And you guys would travel.
While she's doing that, I picked up snow and I made a snowball and I threw it at Soter. I tried to hide whatever tree was near him. I was just like,
I create a ball about the size of Bhel.
oh god.
Cast catapult. Hit me
And 0 health points.
Just takes it way out of hand.
It's like that scene from Elf.
Yes.
Alright. So, based off the information that you guys remember from Mina's mother, you guys would have to travel kind of more in a northern, a north direction into the wasteland, as people call it. Alright? And that is where we will end our session. Kind of part of me kind of sees if it's like the town in the background, you guys are like off in the distance, like it's got like the whole like what is it, the CSI Miami, like dun, 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 dun. Like about to start a new part of the campaign. Alright, so thanks you guys for watching. We'll be back in a fortnight as we figure out where Amina's daddy is. Alright, good night guys.
Good night, people.